Get ready for some laughs and some good times on Comedy Simp, where we let loose and unwind. Hosted by Stephen Michael James, he's the man. Bringing you jokes and fun, it's all part of the plan. Join us for a ride, let's take it to the max. Comedy Simp, where the laughter never ends. Stephen Michael James, he's your new best friend. Get ready to smile, get ready to cheer, because Comedy Simp is finally here.
Is it on? Oh.
It's on. We're doing it.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
So that's why I wanted to do this outside, just because it's so loud and crazy in there.
Tell me about it.
So welcome to a big time episode of Comedy Simp
Nice.
with the return guest, Big Time Mel.
Hi. Hello.
Believe it or not, you are on the most viewed episode.
I did know that. I'm not giving myself credit for that, but I did know that.
Yeah, well, there is a reason. You know, we had our former host of the open mic on, and you know he's a great guy and it's a good conversation. But and now you're back and you're here and you're featuring. So how are things going?
Oh, I mean, since the last episode, even better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I've been getting more traction with things, putting myself out there more, going to different mics, different parts of Washington, you know, greater Seattle area still, and just new bits.
Yeah.
New bits. I mean, you don't get writer's block, but I've been on a writing streak lately, and when you get one of those, you hold on to it as long as you can, as you know.
Yeah, for sure. So you were in Renton.
Yes,
you
sir.
know. I think, if I'm not wrong, you're single, right?
Oh yeah.
I found out about that. Yeah, I do my research. Yeah.
I love that. I love it. It's on my Wikipedia page. Yes.
So now, can I ask you, when you were in a relationship, did that affect your comedy at all?
A little bit. Like he actually supported it.
Yeah.
He never was like, don't go to a mic. No, absolutely not. 100% a good guy. And whenever I would go to Shanghai, he was always there front and center. He liked it. But it was just like, oh, I could go on a date out to a nice dinner or go to an open mic. It was me. It was me. So I'm not blaming him. It was my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, I mean, would you rather be going on a date or an open mic?
A date?
Yeah. Really? Well, I guess it depends on her.
If it's the right person, not a bad date, a good date. I mean, yeah, some hot guy's gonna be like, yo, I'll take you out for a steak dinner. That sounds a little better than hanging out at the bar.
You know,
no offense.
I'm listening to your voice because you are from Chicago, right?
True story. Yes.
Chicago, like you grew up there.
Like I grew up there.
Because I'm so I just filled out this thing and it was a map of the U.S. and you click how many states you've been to. I've been to 20%.
Not a lot.
The U.S. So as far as I've gone is like Colorado. That's about as far. So like in my mind, I hear you talking. I hear like Jersey.
That's
you're
like
like East Coast. But is there a Chicago accent still? I mean, because I know like if you watch like kind of old stuff, Saturday Night Live and the Bears, that whole like the skit thing. You know, there's that thing. But you kind of have that. Like, is there an accent?
There is an accent. There is an accent. The thing is, a lot of people, claim to be from Chicago when they're from the suburbs, so they don't have it. So that's part of the issue. And then another thing, when I go back home, I don't have no one ever says anything.
Yeah.
So that's how you know. What the accent is you're just elongating the A's. I know I do that. And then also we have different words for things, which is common, throughout America, right?
Yeah.
But we have very distinctive words for things that you're only going to hear over there. When I say it here, people don't know what I'm saying. And that, like I said, was never a thing.
Well, give me what's a good, like, Chicago term?
Oh, yeah. So, I'm sure you call it a living room.
Yeah, living room.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Most people do.
Yeah.
Or you could call it a front room. That's also correct. But I call it, not even one of those, a French room. It would be spelled Fronch.
A French room.
A French room.
How would you say that as a Chicago, Illinois accent?
Like I'm sitting on the couch in the French room.
I'm sitting on the couch in the French room.
And
No, I sounded a little more
you sounded
Southern.
Southern, but you're trying. That's what counts.
Sitting on the couch in the front room. And almost like a Wisconsin now. It's like
Well, we're very close.
Yeah, yeah.
So that makes sense.
front room.
Front room, always the front room.
How about what's another good Midwestern?
Nobody-
Maybe just a Midwestern term.
Yeah, well, I call it bags, not cornhole.
Bags. Oh, cornhole is such a. When I grew up watching Beavis and Butthead, so cornhole means something totally completely
Cornhole
different to
sounds
me.
like glory hole.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what I always think of, and I'm like, well, I don't want to play that.
I think we called it beanbag toss when I was a kid.
Okay, you know what? That makes sense.
Yeah.
If someone said that, I'd be like, fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's bags.
Bags.
Played in an alley
Alley.
Or-
Oh, I love that. Alley.
or at a block party.
Yeah. Block party. Yes. I had a couple of those in Sacramento. You know, I live
Good
in the
times.
city.
Good times.
So growing up in California, you know, it's so hard to travel to a lot of places. It's such a big state. Where you're from, it's kind of a smaller state. So did you go around to other places like Wisconsin,
Always.
Minnesota, Indiana, things like that?
Yeah. So every family from Chicago goes to Wisconsin Dells in the summer.
Okay.
You have to. I actually used to have family that owned the hotel.
Is that like the farmer in the Dell? Is that what it count? Is that where it came from? The
I
Dells?
don't know. Never heard that.
Is cheese a real? Is that a real thing there?
In
Like, do they really love cheese? there?
Yes.
Like, is it like in Albuquerque where there's Breaking Bad stuff everywhere? Is there cheese stuff?
Yeah, there is a lot
Really?
of cheese. Yeah, I mean they have a lot of cows, so I get it. It's cool, whatever. And then Indiana, that's not a state you drive through.
Yeah.
That's other state.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the armpit of America. And
I mean, Michael Jackson's from there. but-
okay, that's what I always say. Indiana, the Jackson 5, Indy 500. Come up with one more thing.
Yeah,
I haven't. If
Yeah.
anyone, write in if
Yeah.
you come up with one more thing about Indiana.
we're gonna put a poll. You know, one thing that I could do on this podcast is I could put up a poll.
Yes.
So, or you can ask a question. You know, if you want to submit a question to this podcast, StephenMJComedy@gmail.com. We'll be happy to answer your questions. Mel will be happy to answer any questions you have
Yeah.
about Chicago.
Not my social security number. Oh yeah, about Chicago. Yeah, all any questions about that? Sure,
Yeah.
sure. And then Michigan, I go to a lot because my grandparents used to live in Michigan.
Yeah, I used to know a girl from Michigan. She go back and forth. Michigan and California, it's like total opposite
Yeah.
weather and stuff. Were there specific places that you like to, your family would take you on vacation besides the Dells? Was there like amusement parks or beaches or
Yeah.
you know, anywhere in specific that was like a big deal?
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, Yosemite National Park was like the big park in California.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about you? Was there something like that?
Yeah.
You've gone multiple times.
Yes. Every year I went to Six Flags. You have a Six Flags in a suburb of
There you go.
Chicago, close to Wisconsin, by the border. So you go there every year. I don't ride roller coasters, and I still
Really?
went to Six Flags every year.
Oh, okay.
Because I have severe motion sickness problems, so I don't want to, blow chunks on the person behind me, right?
So she doesn't go on bus tours. How do you fly? How's flying for you?
I take Dramamine.
Really?
Yeah, if I take Dramamine, I'm
Yeah.
fine. But I'm not going to take Dramamine to go on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's just
Yeah.
not necessary, right?
We had in California, we had the Six Flags. It wasn't originally Six Flags. It was a zoo. It was called Marine World. And at the time, it was one of those places that, you don't want to have now. It was like dolphin shows, orca shows. We called them killer whales back then. There was no rides. It was just all like animals on display, like dancing and, balancing things. And then Six Flags bought it over and they started slowly phasing out some of the animals. But yeah, so many great, like when I was a kid, when you're a young teenage boy and you're afraid to talk to girls, that's where you go is the amusement park, because that's where all the girls are. And you could just look at them from afar and be like, man, wouldn't it be great if I could talk to them?
Well, you go in line.
Yeah.
You got to wait an hour in line. You get to know your
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I would have been way too shy. I would have been, especially for you, like I would have been too shy to talk to you.
I still scare men away, so nothing's changed. But yeah, so there's Six Flags. There's also, a lot of people don't know this, but Chicago has very nice beaches. We have Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
The beaches are way better than they are out here. There's tons of there they are, okay?
Yeah.
There's tons of sand. There's a plethora of them. There's even a dog beach.
How's the water? Is it water cold?
It's cold in the summer. It's not terrible. I mean, it's very unsanitary. I still go in it. It has amazing waves, really good waves.
Yeah.
So no, that's something like I said, like people know, but they're very good.
So you got both your parents are still around,
Yeah.
you know, and you have siblings, or
Yeah, I have 2 older sisters that are twins.
and do they live back there too?
Everybody does.
So
Everybody lives there.
you're the one who's just like, I'm gonna set out on my own path, do my own thing. What did they think about the comedy? What did they think?
Okay, well, I think they would all agree I'm funny. I've always been like the funny girl, so it's not like surprising to anybody. And I was talking about doing this many movies before I started. My mom's more like, I hope it's clean, but you know, mom's gonna say that. But some of they support it. They think it's cool. I can't say any of them have ever come to any of my shows, which is fine. It doesn't matter to me. But it's on par with who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I know you do like mobile modeling and stuff like that. Did you ever do acting, anything like that? No.
I don't
Performing at all? No singing, dance?
I don't think I'm an actress. I am not a good singer. I do like karaoke, but I don't have to be good at singing to do karaoke. I used to be on a dance team. I did do a little bit of dance,
Well, as you know, there's a ton of women that are doing comedy now, but you know, growing up, I mean, I don't imagine there was a ton that you were influenced by.
No.
So what made you kind of want to do stand up itself, like actually go out to an open mic and shout it out?
My love for comedy, of course. And then what I always say is comedians, good ones, smart ones, they are, you know, intelligent, they are brave, they're vulnerable, and they spread joy, right? So these are the best type of people. And I mean, I grew up watching Seinfeld. Like, I always give a lot of credit to him and Larry. I give a lot of props to them.
Yeah.
Elaine.
When I was a kid, I lived with my grandma for a while, and I would watch it with her. Mm-hmm. You know, it was, I don't know how it was for you, but like, we would come home from school, they would do like reruns of stuff. So you'd watch like The Simpsons, a couple episodes of The Simpsons, and then like Seinfeld and Home Improvement, something weird like that, you know, old shows. And at the time, I don't even think I understood half of the stuff that was going on in Seinfeld. But as you watch it now, it's just like, wow, like it's super. Even watching The Simpsons now, like especially some of those older ones, like joke after joke after joke, and like when you become a person who starts trying to make funny stuff up, you really appreciate it because of how hard it is. You know, like it might be funny to you, but to other people, you don't know. So.
That's the thing. TV show, you got to appeal to the masses if you want to get really popular. Yeah. In my opinion, and that was such a classic that so many people liked, so they were able to do that. I think they achieved that with some of the other shows you mentioned too. So, and also another thing that got me into it was I was already writing jokes eons before I even took a comedy class. I was already doing it for fun, and then I was like, I want an unbiased opinion. Yeah. Is this anything?
Yeah, because it's hard. Like when I used to play music, I'd show like songs to my family. Like, that's pretty good, but you know, it's your family. You know,
exactly.
They didn't want to make you feel bad, but you know, I mean, they're probably proud that you're doing something, but it might not be their cup of tea. So going out and having, you know, weird, random people watch you is crazy. Were you pretty nervous in the beginning? No?
I don't mind public speaking, so I didn't care about getting in front of people. I was more excited. Nerves, if you want to call it that. I was so like, I wanted to do it for so long. You know, it was like bursting in the scenes. So no, I wouldn't say I was nervous. I was definitely bad in the beginning, 100%. And just about everybody is. I don't know who you are. Everyone bombs in the beginning. So yeah, I was bad, and there's some nights where you feel like shit, but I knew that was part of it. I knew it would happen, and so I was okay with it.
Mm-hmm. We talked a little bit about this last time, but you know, what is it like, you know, being female in comedy? Like now, especially now, 2024. I mean, there's people are aware of things. They know like stuff that goes on behind the scenes, but I imagine there's still a lot of shit happening. There's some comments being made. There's some things. So how's it been for you? You know?
I don't. Did you watch the documentary? I think it was on Hulu called Hilarious.
I don't know, maybe.
Highly recommend. Okay, so but the reason I bring this up is it's where they interviewed a bunch of famous female comedians.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
Very good. And some role models of mine are in it. And one of the comedians even said, I don't want to even go down that road or answer that question because, hi, hello, you want to be on? You want in on this?
Oh, no, we got the two mics.
Oh, it's a podcast. You're on. No, I'm kidding. Hello, this guy.
Hello.
He brought us a Corona, guys. You're so nice. All right, we got an audience.
Yes, perfect. Well, look at that. He just broke.
Whoa,
the
cheers.
cap just came off.
Cheers.
Yes. So my name is.
What's the topic?
So my name is Stephen. I'm a comedian. This is Mel. She's also a comedian.
Oh, me too.
Oh, you are. Are you signed up tonight?
With the mic tonight?
There is a mic?
Yes, you're doing it.
So
right.
there's a list on there. You sign up. We'll do 5 minutes on stage and do some jokes. And
I'm sorry, I'm unprepared. You know, I mostly do comedy in Russian.
oh, really?
You can witness from my accent.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So I mostly do comedy in Russian, okay? There was a time when I did the open mics in, what's the name? The Thai restaurant in on the capital.
Jai Thai.
Jai Thai.
You used to go to Jai
I
Thai.
used to go to Jai Thai. And also for a year, I've lived in LA. So I did, there is one in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Very nice, very cozy place. Very great audience, people very, very supportive. And then I went once to the famous one. How it's called?
The Comedy Store. The
Comedy store.
Yeah.
There is Comedy Store and there is Laugh Factory, right?
Yeah.
So I went to the Comedy Store. And I should tell you, the coldest audience ever.
The coldest audience ever.
But,
really?
But the MC was the best MC I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, some of my favorite.
He could improvise. He could make jokes.
When was this? Was this recent? You went down there?
No.
A few years ago?
No. It was very not recent. I worked there for Google, not less. From 2011 till 2013.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
12 to 13.
So yeah, you know,
More than 10
historically,
years ago.
that was not a great time for comedy. Netflix was first starting to kind of come out a little bit, but yeah, the Comedy Store. Yeah, it was right after probably when you moved out was when the Comedy Store started getting really popular. A lot of the big names, Joe Rogan, Bobby Lee.
This is by the way, we're allowed to swear, not allowed to swear.
It's his show.
Yeah, it's the internet, you know.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's like for the babies, you know.
Yeah,
Anyways.
for the
so
babies.
This is the story of my life, okay? So I've been doing comedy.
Yeah, go put it. Yeah, go ahead.
Microphone. What do you say?
Don't go. You might have to get a little
Gotta come
closer.
on. Get cozy. Here we go. We're all friends.
I wasn't gonna have anybody else on the
No,
show
I
because
wanted
me and
to-
it was gonna be me and you only. But,
does not bother me.
yeah, yeah.
No. Smoke away. The camera's there.
Yeah.
You want to show the people your mom.
What? First of all, what's your name?
Boris.
Boris.
Boris, welcome to the show.
Oh man,
Yes.
what a Russian name.
What an honor it is for you guys. Yes.
Just make sure the mic's still going. You know.
Yeah.
If you talk too loud, it'll just not work. So.
Anyways, so I've been doing. Let me talk about my comedic upbringing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I've been doing this shit since I was 16 years old.
Oh
Whoa.
my gosh, 16.
Yeah.
And then people.
So 10 years he's been doing it.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's new.
absolutely. Yeah. Anyways, so what happened basically, I got accepted into my university. And in my university, in every department, we had a different amateur comedy theater.
Mhm.
So I was in the physics department, and we had our own,
Yeah.
we call it a club, but it was really a theater. So we wrote our own material. We did like several lesser shows throughout the year, mostly for the students, for the fellows. And then we did like a big 2 performances in a day. That was for everyone who was able to get the tickets. We packed 1,000 seats
Wow.
auditorium, yes, like big concert
Wow.
hall, yeah. And it was great. And those tickets, at least in my initial years there, those tickets were impossible to buy, okay?
Yeah.
Because they were in such demand
Wow.
that they were basically distribute different organizations. And that was that. Okay, we ourselves, the guys who did the show, I was young my first year.
Yeah.
But because I contributed a little more than other peers, I got a bonus. Like instead of 2 tickets, I got like 4 or 6 tickets.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, and I kind of started writing jokes
Yeah.
and could not stop.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Not stop. Okay.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, I appreciate, there in Seattle, there is a lot of comedians.
hey, look at me. I'm Ron White.
Yeah.
I drink on stage and I smoke on
Yeah.
stage. Yes. Anyway, sorry.
I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, in Seattle,
Interrupting people is my bad.
there's a lot of people that do comedy, but they don't write jokes,
What?
There's a lot of people that do comedy, but they don't write jokes.
Yes.
They just kind of show up. They kind of talk a little bit.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I appreciate a good joke.
Yeah,
It's the bane of stand-up comedy, okay? Because what people do, they go on stage, at least on open mics, okay? Because
Yeah.
I never got any paid gigs. Maybe now
Yeah.
I'm famous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Podcast
yes.
that I will be. Yeah. Anyways, so what I was trying to say is that on open mics, people typically come on stage and start telling stories about their life, how they live in their mom's basement,
Yeah.
smoke a lot of weed,
Yeah.
and no one fucks them.
Yes. That's about 75% of my friends.
You got it.
Excellent friends you have.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they keep life
Yeah.
interesting,
Yeah. So and there are people, okay, this is the part where I shit on famous comedians.
Oh,
So-
here we go. Let's do it. I love it.
Okay.
This is joke world here. Man.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
This is the roast
Yeah.
without the honorary.
Let's make sure I just want to make sure we're recording. Yep, let's do this.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Famous comedian. Tell it.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry
Don't
Seinfeld.
say that.
We're
In my humble opinion, absolutely unfunny.
I will fight Boris.
Absolutely.
But I will
Yes.
fight Boris.
Okay, go.
He created a whole style,
beat me up from
He's
the
like-
back. Yes.
Who are these people?
These people. Yeah. So he's not an actor and he's not a comedian, with all due respect, okay? Another guy who is absolutely not funny is, what was his first name? Carlin.
George Carlin. Oh, man.
Carlin is the guy who tells the truth to the power.
Yes.
Okay? So his famous 7 words that you cannot television and
Yep.
so on
On
and so
television,
forth.
that's right.
Definitely true, definitely poignant and touching. Not funny at all. Okay, I always challenge friends who argue with me on the internet. Quote me one joke, one gag, one liner by Carlin. No, there is none. Okay, at least I'm not aware of. Okay, who is a great comedian though. Okay, this is the part.
Let me tell you, Yakov Smirnoff, right?
Absolutely great. Yakov Smirnoff.
Yes, baby.
Does write jokes. Okay, another one.
Nostrovia, baby.
Another one. That is, by the way, this is a big mistake. Russians do not say "Nazdarovye."
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Nazdarovye, it's a variant of a phrase "You're welcome." When someone says "Thank you, спасибо," you say "Nazdarovye."
Okay.
So it's like "You're welcome." What we do say when we drink, we say "Будем здоровы," which means let us be healthy.
So again, I want to.
It's a small variant, but okay, let me continue. So
No, wait, can we say it one more time?
Another guy who was absolutely smashing when he was doing stand-up
Yes.
was Woody Allen.
Woody Allen.
Woody
Yes.
Allen did stand-
Not a great guy in personal life, but
No.
comedian, different story, right?
Opinions differ on how true those rumors are. Okay, but let's not touch that.
Well,
So, at least for now, for this part of this, another guy who was great and told real jokes was Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Dangerfield was great,
One of the
okay?
best. One of the best.
Now there is a guy, the British guy. Well, first of all, Ricky Gervais is great,
Ricky Gervais. Yep.
and another one is I forgot his first name. The last name is Carlin.
Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr.
Great
Jimmy
joke
Carr.
writer. Great joke.
Yeah. So I think our tastes kind of coincide.
Well, let me tell you.
That is great.
Let me tell you about a guy I love, Dave Attell. Do you know Dave Attell?
no.
Dave Attell, one of the greatest joke writers from New York, been around for 30 years, and every time,
And I still don't know him.
yeah.
Shame.
Well, Well, let's see. I got a couple. I can give you a couple of Dave Attell's best lines.
Please do.
He said, I offered this lady a stick of gum, and she said, "What, do you think I need it?" He said, "Lady, if I wanted to give you something you need, it'd be a t-shirt that said one cock at a time."
Okay.
A little dirty. Sorry. It was 20 years ago. Comedy
Don't be
was
sorry.
Different time.
comedy
Don't be
was different back
It's
then.
a podcast. It's
Yeah.
the internet.
Yeah.
Let me remind you.
I can give you one of my jokes.
Please.
My name is Stephen Michael James. My
Okay.
mom gave me that name because one of those guys was found to be my dad. Boris approved.
Nice.
Now,
nice.
Tell
So
us.
finally,
yeah.
I found a comedian who actually writes jokes, like me, but mostly in Russian.
You going on the stage tonight, Boris?
No. No,
you got to have some good material. Like
he's talking a big game.
you got to have some material like banked in the brain.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember shit. You know
Yeah.
what I do? I go with a piece of paper, or nowadays I go with my phone and read off
Yeah.
the phone. Maybe I can find something. You know.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Maybe I'll find something. Yeah.
I do know that here at the Whiskey Mile, once every month, a couple months, they do have a Russian comedy night here, and they do have some really great Russian. No,
They used to.
No,
no.
They used
they
to.
used to maybe many years ago.
No,
but
they did in the beginning of this.
Not any. Seriously?
100%. I can verify that.
Fuck me sideways. I did not know that. You know the full. So this is a proverb, right? The full one is mostly known in Australia. They say "fuck me sideways" with the king's corpse.
Oh wow.
It's not much meaning, but yeah, it's more powerful that way. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, I will try. You know what? Why not? I'll try. It's just chance encounter.
I would love to see you.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You can just tell us about that whole Putin character. Let us educate us on him, and we don't know anything about him.
No.
He's like, this podcast is not long enough for that.
No, well, I look. Here's the thing about comedy. Okay.
Yeah.
You can write. I found two things. Okay. First of all, to write jokes, you need to be moderately depressed. Okay. You cannot. You cannot be too happy because nothing comes out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or you cannot be too depressed. Okay. Because that way also nothing. If you are moderately, so you feel the pressure of the world on your soul, then you can. Yeah. Or sometimes when there was one episode, I won't even tell it. Okay. But I was treated very unfairly by Amazon. Anyways,
hear that, Jeff?
And that night I was just, I was a fountain of jokes. Fountain. Okay. Most of those were too kind of topical, too dependent on context to bring anywhere, but I was fountaining. Yeah. Anyways, so the other one is that when you hate someone, you cannot write like jokes on him. Okay. So I hate to put it too much.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good to know. I don't know anybody who is a supporter of him, so
I know. Unfortunately, many Russian guys in Russia, and strangely enough, here and in general in the West, they are supportive of him. Okay, we have a special slang word in Russian. It's "vata," which means like cotton. Okay. Why cotton? It's a long story. Why? So I won't tell it. I don't want to bore you audience more than I do now. So yeah. Why don't you ask me questions if you want to? Otherwise, I can return.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Well,
yeah. Start working on some jokes.
Yeah.
Sign up if you want to sign up. The list is up there, and or you could just watch. We got a lot of great comics coming out tonight.
Sure.
Let's start at 9.
9 o'clock.
Yeah. Sit around.
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Let's see. In general, I need to be home by 10. Not because my wife makes me, but because I have to wake up at 5.
Oh yeah, I understand.
You can see I work as a gardener.
Security.
I'm scared.
I would.
No.
I don't mess with.
I will save you from any trouble.
Okay, then I'm not scared.
I don't mess with Russian guys at all.
Security. Yeah.
Some of the toughest guys in the world.
Oh, come on.
All right, Boris.
Yeah, go away.
Great.
Thanks for being on the show.
I know when my number is up.
Tune in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
Continue.
getting back to women in
Do
comedy.
you mind if I sit here and?
Oh yeah,
I'd
let's,
love for you to sit there.
yeah,
How about an
absolutely.
audience? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, getting back to women in comedy.
Let's just make sure. Oh yeah.
Oh, women in comedy.
Yeah.
Tina Fey. Tina Fey is one of my heroes.
Tina Fey is one of his heroes, everybody.
Tina Fey is
I love
an
her.
absolute, she's
Good writer.
absolutely great writer, great actress. I loved her in SNL Weekend Update.
Yeah.
I loved her even more in 30 Rock.
30 Rock. I didn't really watch it. Yeah.
You should watch it.
I will. I
It's
will.
fantastic.
I've seen an episode or two.
Her duo
There's just
with
so much.
Alec Baldwin is
Yeah.
fantastic. Alec Baldwin is a great actor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know that he, at some point, he hit the rock bottom.
Yeah.
You know what was his rock bottom? So he was previously, like, in the beginning of his
Yeah.
career.
I was just saying, killing somebody is probably
No,
wrong.
no. That's not the rock bottom.
It's not. There, it gets worse.
I mean, he was not.
Yeah. No,
he was acquitted, right? So he was acquitted.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyways,
It's all
no,
comedy.
No. What I'll tell you what was his. So
Okay.
like the beginning of his career was great. He was in The Hunt for Red October.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was in the Beetlejuice.
Glenn Ross.
And so,
the
Glenn
Beetlejuice.
Ross, smashing monologue.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh, yeah.
smashing monologue. Coffee is for closers only.
Yeah. that's
I
right.
love, by the way, that you know that movie because not everybody does.
Yeah.
It's a one fantastic movie.
Absolutely.
Such a bouquet of actors. Al Pacino was there. Jack Lemmon was there.
Yeah.
That guy. Oh my God.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
There
Thank you
you
very
go.
much. Kevin Spacey was there, and so on and so forth. But then he fell so low that he was in fucking Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, what happened? Come on.
Aha.
Okay, and then we're gonna
Hold on.
finish up the
Not
episode. You definitely can sit here, but we're just gonna finish our. Yeah, of course.
Hold on. Honestly, I'm like,
We lost it all.
And then you can edit me out.
No, we'll keep you. I called you over.
oh. I think I had a little bit of audio issues, but we're still going.
We'll figure it out.
All right. We're back.
Oh, are we? Hello, we're back.
We're back. All right. Check. We are recording.
Check.
Yep.
Mic check. Okay.
My headphones sound weird.
Hello.
Check. Hello?
It's the bottom. The bottom. Sometimes the bottom of the mic.
No, that's like it's like making noise, but I'm not hearing anything in my headphones. So weird. Hello.
Good job.
Oh, there you are. We're back.
Good.
We're back.
Can you hear me?
All right, we're here. All right, we're good.
Okay, cool.
This has been a weird episode.
Yes, of course it has been.
We might have some weird audio because of Boris's wonderful deep voice.
Booming.
Our American,
Booming voice.
our American, my voice is just not. It doesn't go that low.
No.
I don't have a manly.
I mean, same.
You know,
Yeah.
I wish I did, but and what do you think? Do you like a guy with a manly voice?
I do.
Yeah.
I like a deeper
Smoker voice, a deep, you know.
I do, but that's a preference.
What do you think about guys who smoke?
I mean, I'm not a fan.
No.
Damn it.
I know. Okay, so women in comedy.
Oh yeah. There we go. We're back.
All right, so this was a prime example of that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
dude, this is gonna go famous just for that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so okay, like I said, that documentary. One of my favorite female comedians, Elijah Schlesinger. Sorry if I'm butchering.
Eli, I just call her Eliza. That's what I call her.
Eliza.
Eliza.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. She said when someone asked her that, like, how do you feel about being a woman in comedy? She's like, I don't even really want to answer that question because it's not as big of a deal as people think it is. That's kind of an archaic way of thinking. I mean, if you're going to be someone who's, going to use your sexuality to get a sec or something like that, I don't do that. It happens both ways. So and it happens in every industry. So I don't even want to hear anything about that. That's kind of low hanging fruit. But, other than that, I haven't run into any issues.
Yeah, I was just wondering if like maybe any other comics.
No,
were, like,
I don't run into issues because I don't give off that vibe. So then, and also my comedy speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Like you either like my style or you don't like my style, and that has something to do with gender. So I don't even think it's that big of an issue. Like even when I am the only female comedian here, I don't even notice it. I know you do. I don't even notice it because I'm not thinking in that frame of mind. So it's just an archaic way of thinking.
Well, I just always, I don't know, I'm really aware about stuff. I mean, I have a daughter.
Mm-hmm. And it's totally fine. But like most of my friends are even, I mean, I'm friends with men and women. But to me, it's just like, oh, these are the comedians that I hang out with.
It's like I want to make sure that I give, you know, people other than guys opportunity. Yeah, if I have that, but I also don't want to like pander and be like, you know, I'm doing this great thing. You know, I'm just trying to do it in a respectful way, you know, and showcase a little bit.
I think it should be who are the best comedians.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are the people who go to this mic on a regular basis and are the best ones, and are the ones that people are advocating for because they like seeing that, you know, consensus. And also different styles.
Yeah.
I'm a storyteller. A lot of comedians are not storytellers. So that's one style. Some people are quick one-liners. That's one style. So it should be about the different types of who are the best at also the different types of style too. That always gives you a well-rounded side that features anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. You've been hosting lately at Shanghai?
Yes, I'm going to be hosting on September 13th, Friday. And then I don't know if this is public information yet. I'm so sorry if it isn't. But most likely we'll be hosting Tapped Out Comedy on September 24th.
Oh, nice. Nick Cody. I've done a few of his shows.
Yeah, I did his show.
Still owes me money. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
He does, but not really.
Same.
But he does,
hello?
but not really. But he still gives me out my shows.
Nice. I did the last one on Saturday.
How'd it go?
Awesome. I had never been there before.
I love that venue. He seems to get like a good audience.
It was a full house.
Yeah?
It was a full house.
Nice.
Even the bartender said that this is the most full one that they've had.
Well, the last one we had, the last Tapped Out show, was the day Trump got shot.
Oh, yay!
So we didn't have a full house, but it was still a good show. Just some weird vibes in the audience.
Much like today.
Yeah.
Weird vibes. Oh,
yeah.
You know what? That's me. I'm bringing it to this episode because crazy things happen to me all the time.
Yeah.
Which is nice for material because I never have to search too far. I just step out my front door and it's there. So would you say then you like to base a lot of your stuff on personal experience? Yes. Okay. Yes. And some people or friends and stuff like that, they're like, oh my God, am I going to be part of your material? And I'm like, if you give me material.
Yeah, if you're funny enough.
Yeah, I'm not like looking, but like, hey, if it happens, it happens. Sorry. Yeah. No. I don't know. It's free game, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still just trying to figure it out. I do a lot of, I seem to write like I could write a topical joke, like something about something that happened, really easily. But then that joke lasts it has an expiration date. It lasts like a month or so, and then it's boring to tell. Like I can't do a joke about January 6th or even the Olympics. Like I don't even think I think it's over. I can't do any Olympics jokes anymore. So
yeah, you know what I noticed with
4 years.
Yes, 4 more years. What I noticed with me is now let's switch of thought. Are you thinking like a comedian?
Yeah.
When you're out in the world, are you?
No.
Okay.
No. A lot of the time, I mean, like I have a job where I work a lot.
It doesn't matter. Even if when I had a monotonous job, I was thinking like a comedian, and it's something that I've been doing it for so long. It's like a default type of thing, just the way I view life. Like we all have different perspectives, right? We all do, and I think that's beautiful. And I noticed about me when I was a kid is that I saw things differently than most people, and we all do to some point, but it was just, the majority of people would be, oh, A is the right answer, and I'd always be like, no, it's C, and that wasn't me like looking for attention. It was me, like, that was my default. And I realized that, oh, I see things differently. Most people aren't seeing it this way. So then when you bring like this different perspective, it's interesting and it's material. Even something that is boring it turned into something.
Yeah.
And other comedians who, are in the scene that I admire, I've noticed they also think like that. Not that they think like me, but they have that kind of like comedic mindset when going into stuff. And that is a form of writing. In your head, you are constantly writing. And then if it gets to pen and paper, that's great. But it's just this whole back and forth. Like, I can tell when someone has it and we're back and forth and we're just talking and it turns into something. And it's like, oh, they're trying something out on me. And I do it too. And those are the people who don't have problems writing most of the time.
I don't know. I have I used to fix garage doors.
Yeah.
So like, I was just different person. Like, it was a different place every day. Didn't know how long I was going to be there. And it was so stressful because I was just always on the go. And I just didn't feel like I had time to come up with anything. And I was having all these experiences, but like, it was just nothing. And then now I have a job where it's a great job, but it's like literally just staring at a computer, kind of doing the same thing all day.
What job is it?
I work for an aerospace company. Yeah. And so,
Nice.
it's, and I'll tell you guys about something crazy after we're done recording this, because something's crazy happened today.
Stick around.
But it's aerospace and defense. That's all I'll say.
Ooh.
Yeah. But now I have lots.
Guy to talk to about.
Now I have like downtime, like I can pick up my phone, I can pick up a book and stuff, but it's just, there's nothing inspirational. I'm just
come on.
I'm staring at like fluorescent lights and the same 5 people that I work with.
But Stephen, there's inspiration everywhere, man. I don't want.
Well, that's why I write a lot of topical stuff, because I'm like reading the news and then, but like it's hard for me to write stuff about me or my life because it just seems so boring.
But it's not. You know what? We're getting deep. We're getting deep right now. I don't want to go there. But I think it's more like, I don't know. I feel like if you really looked at yourself through other people's eyes, I think it.
I don't know how people see me. Like it's
what? Not how you see yourself. Probably if you looked at yourself through a different lens and constantly change those lenses, I think you could find a lot of material.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm also just really depressed right now.
Well, like Boris said, don't be too depressed, but a little bit depressed is good.
The joke. My joke. Right
Okay, what was your joke?
So, as you can see, guys, you cannot let me.
Hi, hello.
Can you see me now? Can you see me?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So, hi guys. As you can see now, I'm old. But I don't care, because now, not only I am a silver fox, but also I'm a bald eagle.
Yeah, there you go.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yes.
Bring that to the stage. 9 o'clock, Boris will be here at the Whiskey Mile.
Starting at 9.
Yeah, see, it is late. It is. Even last week we started at 9:15. It was weird. Like last.
Probably not. Maybe not.
Maybe get a coffee. There's a coffee.
What?
A coffee.
No. I need to. I need to do the. I do the opposite of coffee. I take melatonin.
Oh no!
In order to.
Well, we're here every week. You have a whole week to prepare. Come next week. I'll be here.
Unfortunately. When does it end?
Usually 10:45, 11, something like that.
Well, if you get here at 8, you'll be on the beginning of the list.
Yeah, you can go first.
You can go first if you get here at 8. Well,
Start around 9, yeah.
Dude, Boris, you're here before.
Sign up.
Yeah, go get it. See?
We do have one. I had to sign somebody up, though, so Roseanne's on her way, too.
Okay, Boris is number 2.
Let's do this.
It's on the main table in there, the big table.
Okay, I'm so glad. I really wanted to see it. Because he says he doesn't like Seinfeld, so if he's going to talk a big game, 5 minutes. Funny.
Who are these people? I don't know. That was the worst Russian accent that I've ever. I'm not really good at. I've been trying to work on my voices though. I want to do voices, but So we were talking about The Simpsons earlier.
Yes.
A lot of the famous Simpsons voices were bad impressions. So like Hank Azaria, comedian, actor, he does a lot of the voices.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Lou the cop was a bad Stallone impression. And then he had Chief Wiggum was like another kind of bad impression. And then the mayor is like a JFK. So
Yeah.
like, I feel like every time I try to do an impression of something, it ends up sounding like something else, but it's still interesting. So
That's fine.
I've been working on Adam Ray does Dr. Phil, and he does great, and he'll
Amazing.
always be the best. But like everybody does a Trump, right?
Yeah.
So I've been working on my Dr. Phil,
Gotcha.
So like I'll be talking to my daughter there who's 6, and I'll be like, we went back. I'll do that, and I'll be like, today on the program, stuff like that, and just playing around a little bit. She looks at me like, what are you doing?
I have a question actually regarding females in comedy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look,
that's what we're talking.
Right?
Female in comedy, yes.
So it's a sharp question. So,
Sharp?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's a sharp question. Yes. So I don't know many female comedians. I mean, again, Tina Fey is my hero
Tina
and
Fey.
everything. I revere her very much. But I know another one is Lisa Lampanelli.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love her. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Why? And the problem with that and many other female comedians is that their material is very dirty. Why is that?
I don't know because I don't do that.
Excellent.
So
I think everybody's got a different style. I
And
mean,
also, we have, not we, in Russia, there is a TV show also on YouTube
Russian
called Female Stand-Up.
female
stand-up.
There's a show in Russia called
Female Stand-Up.
very original.
Females come on stage, yes, absolutely. And two interesting things about it. First of all, there are many male writers behind the stage.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. And second, they all speak like out of all the whole wide world of topics. They all speak about relationships all the freaking time. Relationships.
Yeah.
My boyfriend and so bitching about boyfriends or bitching about family life, marriage, blah blah blah. Okay, and not much more than that. What is up with that?
Don't know what is up with that.
Well, I think that you probably just need to see some more female.
Yeah, 'cause I don't-
Because there's a ton out there, especially American ones. Whitney Cummings, Annie Letterman, Sarah Weinshank, Kim Congdon.
I really need to
What's her
educate
name?
myself on American comedy.
Ian and Jordan Jensen, Jesse Johnson. So I mean, that's like 5, 6, and these are all the most famous ones, of course. But
And they don't speak much about relationships.
well, I think everybody just does different things. I mean, there are guys that do relationship stuff, and there are girls. that do
Yeah. But I mean, Rodney Dangerfield did Take My Wife, Please.
Yeah.
But he also talked about other things
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
most of the time.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know because I myself don't do that. I do like a wide range of things. I'm more of a storyteller. I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, like he said,
Is it your sign up there before mine?
no, that's somebody else.
Yeah.
That's
You
somebody
you
else.
did not sign up.
No, she's a
I'm one of the
featured.
featured.
Yeah, she gets to go whenever she
I
wants.
get a
'cause
spot.
she's on the poster.
Wow.
Spot.
Yeah.
Do you also get paid gigs?
I do.
Yeah.
Not exclusively, but
Yeah.
I do.
Not tonight.
Not
Wow.
tonight, unfortunately.
Now I'm envious. Okay.
All good. So yeah, I think another thing about just in general females. I mean, I talk about female comedians. I never like it when people are like, "Well, my last girlfriend did this, so I'm afraid you're gonna get mad at this." And I said, "No, whoa.
Oh yeah,
Back
comparison.
it up here,
Yeah.
Buster. I don't do that to guys." So yeah, when you're saying like all female this, all female that, it's like we're all people, okay? Like
You know what it's like?
you know,
married to somebody for 12 years and they think they're going to cheat on you every day. Creep.
no, I'm not married.
No.
And
No. I am. And I know exactly what that's like.
I mean, I've been cheated on, but I was never married.
I've never done any cheating, but again, every day it's like, what did you do last night?
Wow. Well,
I
you know,
admit nothing.
That's a good, that's
I did whatever you want.
Yes.
Let me quote Bill Clinton.
yeah,
I have no recollection of that event.
yeah.
did not have sexual relations.
I did not
with that
fly
one.
That
on
woman,
Jeffrey
yeah.
Epstein's plane.
That woman.
Blowjob
I
does
did
not
not-
count.
Yeah.
Nice.
DJs, but we had more jobs
So,
than too, right? So go on.
Let me ask you, you don't do a lot of the clubs.
I signed up much like yourself. I signed up for Laughs, also didn't hear back. I did club comedy, does that count?
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Club
Okay.
comedy,
When did you do that?
it was one time, it was both last year, I believe.
So it's been a while.
It's been a while. Like Rick let me on 2 times. Granted, I only applied 4 times. So, but he did let me on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So I did do that. Which outside of Laughs and that one, what are the other big clubs? Sorry.
Well, you have comedy/bar
Oh, I've done that one several times.
and
yeah,
Tacoma Comedy Club.
I've been there. TCC.
and
yeah.
Nate Jackson's.
I haven't been in HX, but the other 2 I have been to several.
I just, there are people that have goals in comedy. And like Jordan, our friend who was supposed to be hosting tonight, he's not here. He doesn't really do the clubs. He would rather kind of do the fringe stuff, the shows off at the wineries and the breweries, so you can do longer sets. I understand how difficult it can be, like for a comic who waits all that time to do 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It's tough, but I mean, I feel like if you want to be, open enough for people, you got to show up at the club. And
Yes.
so I will encourage you, keep signing up, I don't know if did you get the comedy voice email?
I did. Yeah, I got round 1. Thanks
perfect.
props to you for
I said that
about
too.
it.
Yes.
Thank you.
That-
Thank you.
Well, I want other people to be, I want people to do stuff,
Yes,
like,
in to your point, I need to be doing more.
yeah.
I 100% need to do more because every time I do something, even if it's just, networking, even if it's just, hey, I perfected this joke a little bit more, it's always worth your time.
Yeah.
It is always worth your time. You can do a mic in front of 5 people, it's worth your time. I should be doing more 110%. I'm not doing as much as, I used to when I first got started.
Well, there is a point where you start to get, the grind starts to wear on you a little bit.
Well, me, it's my work.
Yeah.
It's I work evenings.
Yeah.
That's not an excuse, but
I mean,
when it
that's
comes to
why I
income-
just changed jobs for the same reason. I didn't want to work evenings either.
yeah, I can't give up that much income. So that truly is my reason.
Yeah.
But no, I should 100% should be doing more. Sometimes it's a grind, but no, the drive is definitely there. It's just mics are in the evening.
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
just how life is, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So there's many times I have rushed here after work, much like anybody else. I've rushed here after a date. You know what I mean? I do try to juggle it all. And another thing too is I never wanted to feel like a job. It currently doesn't, and I think I'm really teetering on that line if it's starting to feel like a job, and I don't want it to get to that point.
Yeah.
Because I know that feeling, and I still want to keep it fresh and exciting, and it's there right now for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, running an open mic could feel like a job.
Oh,
you know,
100%.
sometimes. I've really thought about a lot of the pros and cons about it and keep showing up because, I'd like to go to other places. Sometimes I just want to go home, sometimes. But ultimately, I feel like one, meeting Sam and stuff like that, at that time, my father-in-law just died and he was a really cool dude at the time, and coming here and just like very similar kind of to some of the other bar open mics, Shanghai Room, the 907 in Renton. But the people here were cool and they were paying attention, and it's not always that way. I mean, there are sometimes some drunk people playing pool and all that, but it was a good experience and it was enough to come back. And then after Sam's gone, it's like, it was just like, let's keep doing this. Let's keep doing this. And then now it's such a weird, everybody that I met through Sam, I have known longer than I knew him, which is like such a weird concept.
And it's weird, yeah.
But yeah, no, that I feel like just like kind of keep my spirit alive a little bit. That's part of my motivation. And then also just like having an option for Pete, to come out and do it, because there's Tacoma Comedy Club, There's Last Comedy Club. There's I don't think the Shanghai. Shanghai doesn't do anything on Christmas. There used to be 4Bs. 4Bs is shut down now. There's Bob's Java Jive, which is in Tacoma. But there's not a ton of options for people that aren't at the club level yet, and there's a lot of guys and girls that are, they're really funny, but they're just not polished.
No.
And so they need, something like this.
They do.
And as much as I feel like it's a grind, sometimes I'm like, I feel like I'm doing a service, and I get my practice too. I can do at least my 5 minutes every week.
Speaking of which, can I just I'm sorry to barge in. It's just my name.
Podcast, yeah.
Even if I were deaf, I could tell from your conversation something. I could tell that she's more professional than you are.
Oh, she's more professional.
I've been doing it longer.
You know how?
Why is that?
The way she handles the market.
Oh yeah.
She's absolutely steady with it, and you are all over the place.
Well,
Which can be a real problem because the microphone is cheap.
Yeah.
And you will have drops in the sound level.
Well, I have to be honest with you.
Unless you do post-production editing of the sound level, you will have the drops in it, and she won't.
So thank you for pointing that out because this is something I've talked about previously is, I'm not talking about you, but other people who don't have mic etiquette, it's mic etiquette. Because even when I went to one of the comedy classes I took, I can't remember which one it was, right away they tell you how to hold the microphone.
Yeah.
Put the stand on the side. There's people talking in the mic, the stand's in front of them.
And I will say, probably on stage, I actually hold the mic like a real person, but this is just...
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying other people I've seen.
For
they
her,
don't have that.
it's a habit, okay?
Yeah.
It's like ironclad. She does it all the time is right.
But she's got to be professional.
Well, it's just one of the
It's polish.
traits.
polish.
I'm a white male. I get a million chances, all right? So if I mess up, they'll just call me again in a month and say, hey, you want to try again?
I also adore your
She
glasses.
messes up one time, and they'll be like, you know what? She's not funny. Don't
Get
put
her out of
again,
here.
you know?
Damn.
Yeah.
I also adore your glasses.
Oh, thank you.
I think you robbed Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un. Oh, Rich, how you doing? Hey, list is up.
All right. So yeah, there's that kind of stuff. It's just what you were saying about college.
Yeah.
What you were saying about that. And you are doing a big service because those of us, and I'm not even talking about myself, I'm going to even remove myself from this. Those of us who go every single week to multiple mics, which that used to be me. I'm trying to get back there. Without those people, and we know who those people are, half of these mics wouldn't be happening anymore. More than half of these mics wouldn't be happening anymore. I see the people, they show up consistently. They are the glue of the comedy community. They are doing a big service. Or the people who, like yourself, post regularly and, you don't get paid, all this kind of stuff. We have fans, you guys. Without it, there wouldn't even be this. And I mean, this is way smaller than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
But because it's way smaller, the people who are their consistency, they should get all of the praise because there would be half of the mics. And I'm not exaggerating. I can do that right now.
I mean, I give a shout out to Adam Tiller, my favorite, and Flan Fitzgerald, those guys that run Tony V's. Like, that was my first experience to seeing a comedy open mic host, and I've been there on nights where that room's packed, and I've been there on nights where there's nobody there except for.
And that's when you earn your badges.
Yeah, and those guys are. I mean, I look up to them. They've been doing it for 6 years. They're out there getting booked. They're funny. They're always funny. Even Quinn, last time I saw him, I was just like, man, you look like you're having so much fun. And it wasn't even like, how can I be as funny as you? It's more of like, how can I get in that movie? Because that's the mood I want. If that's the mood you're in on stage, then you're gonna have a good time, and people are gonna feel that. And so. Yeah, the open mic thing can be tough, but I don't know. I'm getting excited about the future a little bit.
I love that. The fact that you said excited.
Yeah.
On the right path.
Like this last. Do you ever watch comedy? Do you ever just watch it? Like
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like this Tacoma Comedy Club, they have this thing where if their shows are not sold out, if you're a comic, you can get in for free.
Yes, I know. Yep.
I've never taken advantage of that, but this last weekend I went down to Tacoma Comedy Club, and Louis J. Gomez from the Legion of Skanks was doing. He was there, and I'm not a big, huge fan of him, but the guy hosting the show, Logan Cantrell, he's a comic in Tacoma. He's actually going to be here next week.
Nice.
He was the host, and then Zach Summerfield is another comic in Tacoma who was the feature. And so I was like, I've seen these guys a couple times at Mike's. I don't know them very well, but I was like, this is a big opportunity for them. This would be cool, you know. I'll go check out the show, and it was a fun show.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards, like, you know, we're just hanging out, and the headliner's hanging out with everybody, and it's just like those are the kind of things where it gives you hope for a comedy. Like, hey, I might be able to open up for this person one day. This person might take me out to sushi one day. You know, like it's like this person. Like even then, like he's not a famous guy, but like whenever I'm around well-known people, I try to be everything that they want me to be. I don't want to bother them. I don't want to get a picture or sign anything. I wasn't even going to say anything to him. I was just like, you know, he's here. Wouldn't it be cool if I just gave a little shout out to my guys?
Yeah.
And I said, hey, Louis, hey, just so you know, these guys that open up for you, Zach, Logan, Mason, who also works there. I said, these guys are awesome. And to his credit, he was like, and I was like, of course, I gotta give a little bit of, you know, self-promotion. I was like, yeah, I'm a comic from Seattle, and I love these guys. They're really funny. And he was like, oh, what's your name? And shaking my hand. I was like, wow, this is cool. I wasn't gonna ask for this, but so those are the nights where I feel really positive, like things might be in the right direction. You know?
Yeah, 100%.
So I think it's good. I think it's good to step out every once in a while and see one of the professionals. You know, I've learned that I'm not a big fan of going to the theaters. I just don't really feel as connected, but I've seen a lot of kind of bigger names in some smaller clubs, and I love it.
Those are the most fun. I mean, I've done both. I've done theaters, I've done smaller clubs, in terms of being an audience member. And oh my God, there is just something so magical about being in one of the smaller rooms, seeing someone, you know, well-known, and you could, you know, reach your arm out and almost touch them. And then, you know, they do their set, and then they have extra time at the end, and they BS with the audience, and you're just like, you're hanging out with a celebrity, with someone you look up to. I mean, I was lucky enough to do a lot of mics there. Literally, there were famous people.
Yeah, Chicago.
Just practicing. That's insane.
What are some of the big venues? Is there an improv in Chicago? Or?
Well, yeah. There's a Laugh Factory.
The Laugh Factory.
And
Okay.
Second City.
Okay. I thought that was more of an improv type place. But
Well, Second City, it's both.
yeah.
It's both.
So they do stand up too. Yeah. And then I'm sure they have, you know, some of the other kind of big name chains.
Well, yeah, you got your theaters too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then, but even just a regular open mic.
Yeah.
In a bar, in a little club, whatever. Big name.
Yeah. Some random.
Big names came up, and everybody knows who they are,
Yeah.
and they're not waiting
Yeah. Yeah.
at all.
Bumping.
And they're good. Yeah, exactly. And then,
There used to be a lot of bumping here in Seattle. It doesn't really happen anymore.
you want to hear a bumping story?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I was at Comedy/Bar, and I had signed up ahead of time, so I should have been one of the first 10 people to go. I think I was like number 7.
I think I got bumped like 10 times.
Oh,
That we talked about.
yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, they like to bump. And
Thanks, Jason Katz.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh God, I got a story about him too, but I'm not going to say it. That was between us.
Yes.
All right, so okay, so I got bumped there, and I brought 3 people.
Oh wow.
So I'm
Yeah.
paying my dues.
Yeah,
Okay? We're all bought drinks.
yeah.
You're welcome. Anyway, so, and I should have been one of the first 10 people. It's really supposed to be number 7, but as long as I was the first 10, whatever.
Yeah.
The host knew I was there. Okay. I said, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
Hello. Bumped me like for a freaking hour. And I went up to him and I said, I signed up ahead of time. This is me. Don't bump me anymore. And he's like, okay, you're next. I'm like, that's what I thought. And then I got on stage and I said, I want to thank my 3 friends who waited over an hour for me to perform. And I killed it. And I killed it. And he looked like he had his tail between his legs. I know who, I'm not going to say his name.
We'll talk about it after.
We will. Yeah. Yeah. And
I'm curious now.
The thing was, he was bumping me for people who I think it was their first night, and I'm not trying to be mean. It's not like he was bumping me for audience, and I was just like, you're just doing it because they're asking to move up. You got to be, if you're going to bump, you better be real strategic about it, or you're getting a lot of enemies. This is what I'm talking about. There's mic etiquette, there's host etiquette, and I don't know everything. Trust me, I'm an amateur, but there's just etiquette.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, I'm not a big fan of the bumping. But yeah, I was at Comedy Bar and that happened to me. I think I was like number 9 and then I didn't go till like 20.
Did you say something to the host?
I didn't. And it was Jason. It was Jason Katz. You know what? I don't care. It was you. But it's fine. But it was the night where this guy, I don't think what's his name? Andrew Rivers. He's a comedian.
I know who he is. He's got on here.
Yeah, so he had like this special on YouTube, and at that night they were doing like a premiere of the special at the bar, and Sam Miller was there.
Oh, nice.
And who's the other guy? Emmett Montgomery was. So like Sam Miller's gonna bump me. I'm like,
that's
okay,
fine.
yeah, have him go up. But like, yes, there was a couple other people that I'm like. And you know what's the worst? The worst is when you know you're funny, you know you're going to make people laugh, and you see a crowd of people just leave before you go up because they have had enough. They can't take it anymore. They have so many bad comics in a row. They're like, okay, we're done. And it's like, oh, you should have stayed. You should have stayed.
They're lost. They're lost. Oh, well, too bad for them.
Too bad.
Exactly.
I feel like we're talking Wisconsin.
It's similar. It's a little different. We're a little bit more, better.
Hey, it's Stephen. You guys might be wondering what happened. The episode just stopped. Well, here's the deal, guys. My camera cut out, and we still talked for about 30 minutes. It was a pretty good conversation, but unfortunately, there's no audio, no video. So shout out to Big Time Mel for doing the podcast. If you want to follow her, you could follow her right here. And follow me and all that good stuff. And stay tuned next week where we hopefully don't have technical difficulties. Peace.
Comedy Simp, the podcast you can't resist. Stephen Michael James, the host you won't wanna miss. From Seattle to the world, his humor will persist. Join the fun, get ready to enlist. Da 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 da.